House Leader Mike Johnson delayed swearing in a new Democrat representative for 50 days because of the government shutdown. But its critics say it was also a tactic to delay a crucial vote. Representative Adelita Grijalva of Arizona was finally sworn in on Wednesday and became the 218th House member to sign a discharge petition, the exact number needed to force the introduction of the Epstein bill that would force the Department of Justice to release all its files in the case of the convicted child sex trafficker. President Trump has mounted a vigorous campaign to persuade Republicans to vote against the bill, describing it as a Democratic Party hoax in one of many social media posts, adding, "Some weak Republicans have fallen into their clutches because they are soft and foolish. Epstein was a Democrat, and he's the Democrats' problem." One Republican who was known to support passage of the bill, Lauren Boebert, was summoned to the White House for a meeting in the Situation Room with the Attorney General and the FBI Director to try to change her vote. But in a rare Republican divide, several have chosen to ignore the presidential directive to vote against, one member describing a no vote as a vote to cover up for pedophiles.
I've been reminding my colleagues that, you can get through this next election cycle by voting against releasing the files because the president will protect you. But what are you going to do in 2028 or 2030 when he's not around?
Fueling the debate, Democrat lawmakers released another tranche of Epstein emails this week, in which the late sex offender was highly critical of President Trump, saying that he, and I quote, knew about the girls.
These emails prove absolutely nothing other than the fact that President Trump did nothing wrong.
Even if the bill does pass the House and the Senate, it's certain that President Trump will veto. It would then go back to the Hill, where it would require a 2/3 majority to reverse the veto, an unlikely scenario. But President Trump remains on the offensive, in another social media post announcing he'll be asking the Department of Justice to investigate Jeffrey Epstein's relationship with a number of Democrat-linked individuals and institutions, including former President Bill Clinton. Mike Hanna, Al Jazeera, at the White House.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.